Hey there, Streakers. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Monday and your week is off to a great start. If not, let's hope that your streaks are able to put you in the place where you want to be. As we look at starting off this week, I want to talk just a little bit about habit. I've had for quite some time a beef with habits. And the reason that I have is because they promote this idea that you can live an automatic life and in that automatic life be able to become the best version of yourself. And that simply is not true. In fact, it's not true in the sense that any good behavior that leads to growth becomes automatic. And the reason why it's important to understand that is because if you believe that you're going to be automatic because you've repeated something long enough, then what happens is you get a false sense of security and you lose all of the progress that you did have. Habits happen to put you in a place where you think that you don't have to worry about it anymore, that you don't have to be intentional. And that's just not true. If you looked in LinkedIn, we've had a couple of posts out there on Streakin. I want to read to you the one that we just posted today. A habit is something that happens without us giving it real intentional thought. Our body knows what we want it to do, so it takes over and does it, freeing up brain space for other things. Perfect for physical actions that we want to have happen automatically, tying our shoes, how we brush our teeth, the route we drive to work. Not perfect for intentional, thoughtful living. Do you really want to live your best life? A life that is fulfilling on purpose? Follow these steps. 1, identify the type of person that you want to be. Not a career, but the person you want your family and friends to talk about at your funeral. Do you want to be someone who is present, thoughtful, generous, brave? 2, list the things that type of person does. Do they listen well, notice others, stick to their priorities? 3, pick one thing you would like to practice and break it down into the smallest part, the laughably small. Want to listen better? Practice focusing on another person while they talk at least one time every day. 4, keep track of your practice and follow your growth. Consistent daily practice will turn you into the person you want to be. Not a habit, but intentional practice. To truly live our best lives, we need to do it on purpose. We can't move all our actions into automatic, thoughtless habits. Live your best life on purpose. As you listen to and hear what it is that we're saying, it is all about the opportunity to be deliberate and intentional, and that nothing that is good or great or causes growth will ever become automatic. Just yesterday, as I was listening in church to one of the teachers talked about how if you, for example, read your scriptures enough, it'll become automatic. You'll just have it as a habit. What happens then, and let me tell you why this is important. If you believe that, if you put your money on it, if you decide that that is true, and then it doesn't happen, you end up frustrated. And rather than blaming the tool, you blame yourself. And when you blame yourself, that means that you give up. You don't try. You sit down and decide that, you know what, I must have stood in the wrong line in heaven because I don't have the habit gene. Everyone else must have gotten it because they seem to be able to do something without thinking about it. Again, not true. Anyone who's done anything with their life has done it deliberately. They've decided when they started that they were going to keep doing it no matter what it was that got in their way. Be it mundane or difficult, they were going to keep doing whatever they needed to do to become the best version of themselves. This is the power of streaking. When you decide to grow and to become someone who you want to be, what you're deciding is to do repeated actions every single day. Think about having a positive mindset. One of our posts of late happened to be the small steps for a more positive mindset. The small changes are the most sustainable, and we should focus on the small steps for a more positive mindset. Being able to have a positive outlook on life allows you to move forward with confidence in the things you want to do. Just doing one of these steps one time won't give lasting help. And here's where a lot of people fall down is they say, well, I did it once or maybe a couple of times, but in actuality, if you don't do it consistently through time, consecutively, every single day, it really doesn't make that big of a difference. A lot of people laugh when we talk about making something laughably simple a streak because they think, oh, that won't really help. And you know what? You're right. It won't help if done only once. But when you do it every day, then all of a sudden, the single drop of water falling every single day carves the Grand Canyon. Here's some of the things to do or to think about, one of these steps, and doing it every single day. 2, have that positive mindset. Write at least one thing you're thankful for every day. Identify at least one thing you like about yourself every day. Create a list of strengths at least one time weekly. Meditate for 5 breaths every day. Send at least one note to someone recognizing the good they have done every week. Complete a self-inventory at least one time weekly and record it to measure your growth. Repeat an I am statement every day. Practice a reframe of at least one thought every day. Listen to at least one uplifting song every day. Now, I purposely used, and it probably got a little bit mundane, saying every day because it is critical that you look at the streak and recognize it's the consecutive muscle that counts. What would you add to this list? Pick a streak for more positive mindset and keep track of it in the Streaking app. So as we go from the automatic, which is very attractive and very alluring, to the intentional, which isn't as attractive or alluring, but has the opportunity to help you become who you want to be because you've decided to be deliberate and intentional. As you go from one to the other and recognizing, you know what? If I want to become who I want to be, it is not going to be an automatic behavior. That's the day that you gain power. And power to change is the most fantastic power that you can attain. My name is Jeff Downs, and I've been streaking with you today. If you'd like more information on streaking, download the Streaking app. You can find it at the Apple App Store or Google Play. When you download it and register for an account, go into the Learn section, and you can learn all about what it means to set up a successful winning streak in your life. You can also, obviously, if you're listening to this, listen to the podcast, read the book. The book, Streaking book, is available anywhere books are sold. By the way, if you wouldn't mind giving the app a rating or the book a rating, we'd certainly appreciate it. Until we talk tomorrow, keep streaking.